We are all the products of our individual upbringings and experiences, so it's completely normal that we all have differences in opinions on all subjects. Romans 15:7 says, "Therefore, accept one another, just as Christ also accepted us to the glory of God." When we get to learn about others and respect our similarities and differences, we learn so much more about the world and about ourselves, and this helps us to grow as better people. It also opens the doors to many other opportunities like friendships, work, traveling, and a better understanding of the world in which we live in. We should embrace our differences, not turn away from them, and we should never judge a book by its cover. Taking the time to get to know the person within is a far better indicator than judging them on just their appearance. Today, I will tell you how you can make a difference in others' lives by accepting their differences. According to the Life Coach Expert website, people make the mistake of believing that others' viewpoints and opinions might open them up to the risk that their own opinions might be seen as worthless. The word human comes from the word humanitarian. A part of being a humanitarian is about caring for other people. We should respect others and treat them the way that they treat us. It is also important that we learn how to respect people, even when we do not agree with the way they look or do not like the way they carry themselves or react in a specific situation. We have little knowledge about a person's life and background, which means we should not judge them just based on their personality. Accepting people does not itself mean agreeing with them, approving of them, or downplaying their impact upon you. You can still take appropriate actions to protect or support yourself or others. Or you can simply just let people be. Either way, you accept the reality of the other person. You may not like it or prefer it, and you might feel even sad or angry about it, but at a deeper level, you are at peace with it, and that alone is a blessing. Sometimes your shift to acceptance can even make things better. To help accept others, you should watch your thoughts and thinking about what you're about to say before you say it. I often think things about other people, judging them without even realizing it. I'm going to work on paying more attention to my thoughts and do my best to push them in a non-judgmental, more accepting direction and look for the positive in things. Not accepting others is a result of seeing the negative in them. Instead of focusing on why someone's different, you should focus on what's good about that person and his or her choices and actions. It's very tempting to see the world in black and white with a right and wrong way to do things, but that's just not how it is. Things don't have to be right or wrong if you choose to accept them as they are. When Peter went and visited Cornelius, Peter realized that God accepted people of all nations who feared him and did what was right. God gave the gift of his Holy Spirit to Cornelius and his family that day. Peter also baptized them, which showed others that they were followers of Jesus Christ and part of God's family. Peter accepted Cornelius because God asked him to. As stated previously, Romans 15:7 says God also asks us to accept others as he accepts us. It's normal to wish that others were different, just like it's normal to wish that you yourself were different. It's fine to try to influence others in skillful and ethical ways. But problems come when we tip into righteousness, anger, fault-finding, or any other kind of struggle. Practicing acceptance prepares you to live in this changing world where you never know what's going to happen next. Acceptance is like protecting yourself with your own shield. Now let me clarify that acceptance is not at all related to weakness, and it's definitely not a synonym of conformity or mediocrity. We need to learn how to identify when it's time to persist and when it's time to accept. One thing that makes acceptance much easier is to list all the possible explanations for why you're experiencing something. You can make a difference in just one person's life. If people do not feel accepted for their differences, they will feel alone and isolated from the world. Think about treating others how you would want to be treated. In conclusion, the world would be an extremely dull place if we were all the same, and it's the immense diversity amongst people throughout the world that makes it such an amazing place. Every moment is a new moment to practice acceptance and non-judgment. Don't criticize yourself for the internal critical voices in your head. We all have been trained in judging others from an early age, and it will take time to unlearn this habit. We live in a world of almost 7 trillion people. You cannot expect everyone to share the same beliefs and viewpoints as yourself. One of the most important steps in becoming more accepting of others is coming to terms with the fact that we're all different in our own way. Everyone has their own story and something that makes them unique. Rather than fight this fact, embrace it and become closer to accepting others. Thank you.